Hi everyone, welcome to Learning Gujarati with Dave. I'm basing most of my lessons on existing YouTube content as well as an app called Learning Gujarati Quickly, which is available on both Android and iOS. I'm going to start today's lesson, the first lesson, just basically with a brief history about Gujarati, and it's from Wikipedia, but it's just a brief introduction to the language and where it's spoken, and we'll get into some of those types of things. So Gujarati is an Indo-Aryan language native to the Indian state of Gujarat and spoken by Gujarati people. It is more than 700 years old. It is the sixth most widely spoken language in India and is spoken by 60 million people worldwide. There are 55 million Gujaratis in India, about 3 million in Pakistan, 1.7 million in the United States, 600,000 in the United Kingdom, 285,000 in Kenya, 300,000 in South Africa, 123,000 in Canada, 53,000 in Australia, 35,000 in Oman, 30,000 in Portugal, 27,000 in New Zealand. It's also spoken in Southeast Asia, Uganda, Tanzania, Zambia, China, Indonesia, Singapore, and probably many other countries. But it's a good idea to learn this if you're ever going to be traveling in the state of Gujarat or being friends with people who are Gujarati. So yeah, it's a very easy language to learn. I've learned Spanish, and I've tried to learn some European languages as well, but this seems to be easier, probably because I was born Gujarati, but at the same time, it's spoken much slower than most languages. I feel like Spanish is spoken very quickly. Gujarati is more of a slower language, as opposed to most of the European languages as well, so you speak much slower. So it's easier to understand and it's easier to learn. So hopefully through these videos you'll be able to get a good knowledge and grasp on certain phrases, as well as certain words. And basically I have a basic understanding of Gujarati myself. I was born, after I was born, it was my first language. My grandma taught it to me. So that's where I learned, and then my parents speak it with me at home, and I speak it with my sisters sometimes. But it's something I want to pass on to my kids, so that's sort of why I'm making these videos. I want to make sure that people who are Gujarati, I want to make sure they pass it on to their children, or I don't know. I think it's just important to keep your mother language, your mother tongue. So that's why I'm making these videos.